She's great, and she knows the business, and you know how much I love P&J shutters. That's the one thing I miss the most about my last home, honestly. Not only is their work impeccable, it's 30% off right now. P&J knows the economy sucks.
I guess
Take 30% off of everything.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up. I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway.
Oh, the meetup has some good tri-tip sandwiches.
Free money and download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code COIN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code COIN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. Code COIN. 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Fighting for Fresno, 3 hours at a time. Ray Hamilton is on KMJ.
When I had Congressman Tom McClintock on, I referred to something that that Congressman Nadler had said about it's okay to possibly kill an ICE agent. I've got that comment coming up. I want you to hear it. Okay, I want you to hear it. But first, J.D. Vance gets into it with a reporter, pressing him to apologize over the death of Alex Preddy. And he blasted this Daily Mail reporter big time. Preddy, well, first, I mean, this whole thing with the reporter, he felt that somebody needed to be facing a criminal prosecution. Was he referring to the vice president or the individual who did the shooting? It didn't go well for this particular reporter. It really does when they want to engage the vice president of the United States. Listen up.
Do you think those immigration agents who shot at Alex Preddy and killed him, do you think they should face criminal prosecution?
We should follow the law. We should investigate this.
Prosecution.
Well, you're asking me to engage in a hypothetical. I'm not going to prejudge these guys. I think that everybody deserves the presumption of innocence in the American system of justice. That's how it's going to work. They're going to investigate. If they find out that he violated the law, of course, you should face consequences for violating the law. But I'm not going to engage in conjecture about the different permutations of how he might, or how this or that officer might have violated the law. Let's do the investigation. Let's figure out, did these officers have a reasonable fear of Alex Preddy given what happened? Did they engage in lawful conduct or unlawful conduct? Let's let the investigation determine those things.
Have you apologized? Did you plan to apologize to the family of Alex Preddy?
For what?
For, labeling him an assassin with ill intent.
Well, again, I just described to you what I said about Alex Preddy, which is that he's a guy who showed up with ill intent to an ICE protest. He's a guy.
It's determined that his civil rights were violated by this FBI investigation. Will you apologize to them?
So, if this hypothetical leads to that hypothetical leads to another hypothetical, will I do a thing? And again, like I said, we're going to let the investigation determine. We're going to let the actual law come to the surface and figure out what happened. And then if something is determined that the guy who shot Alex Preddy did something bad, then a lot of consequences are going to flow from that. We'll let that happen. But again, I don't think it's smart to prejudge the investigation. I don't think it's fair to those ICE officers. I think we should let the investigation actually figure out what happened, what were those guys thinking, what was their reasonable fear or not when they engaged in that shooting.
Precisely. Well spoken. It just amazes me how a lot of these reporters, whatever you want to call them, just want to leap to a final conclusion before there is one.
I drive down there today, though.
You know what I mean? That's the narrative. Their narrative in their world. It has to end this way because that's common sense and God is on my side. Therefore, you must not. Because those determinations have not been made. Now, all right. Getting to what I spoke to Tom McClintock about. The left's fervent anti-ICE rhetoric continues to rain down, even though it's, incited progressives around the nation to commit acts of violence. or get caught in deadly incidents themselves, like Renee Good and maybe Alex Preddy. We'll see. Each day, you think it just can't get any worse. Not after miscreants like, what was I talking about earlier? The Philadelphia DA, Larry Krasner. Check that guy out. The Minneapolis Mayor, Jacob Fry, you already know. Tampon Tim, yeah. You know, who continues to liken the Trump administration officials to Nazis and compare ICE agents to the Third Reich SS forces. And, oh, dear God, I'm so tired of it. Here comes one of my least favorite human beings on earth. The Democratic representative out of New York, Jerry Nadler, who wanted to get some publicity of his own in a comment he laid out yesterday. A very disturbing scenario. Listen to this.
Problem we have today, along with the attack in our elections. We saw last week.
You know, Nadler's in January from, and McClintock brought this up, from the Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays. You know, it's how much, I'm blown away about how much justification the left can lay out for committing murder on their own. You know, and J.D. Vance wasn't having it either. He called Nadler's behavior despicable on social media. He threw in a little sarcasm, too,
A triple
about our
left.
permanently missing in action corporate press. You know, the president's eldest son, Don Jr., also had his thoughts. This is
Right
Jamaica.
Roulette is here.
He wrote in a post on X. Democrats once again openly calling for violence. Yeah, and there they are. They're doing that. The Department of Homeland Security is reporting that the violence against ICE agents has skyrocketed by 1,300%. 1,300%. We've seen 2 assassination attempts on Donald Trump. One of those wannabe assassins was given a life sentence and 7 years yesterday. There's the killing of Charlie Kirk. Mayhem in the streets of Minneapolis, LA, New York. You know, more and more of these cretins just keep calling on their base camp to ramp it up, ramp it up, ramp it up. Get it up there. Let's go kill some ICE agents. Turns out that there's a simple solution to their complaints about ICE in their communities. And just simply, it's jails, detention centers, cooperate with law enforcement. Period. Federal law enforcement. And they steadfastly refuse to do that, although there's been some progress in Minnesota. Yeah, good progress. Tom Holman was alluding to that earlier. But in doing so, they show their true colors, that they don't really actually care about the victims of violence. You know, it's so frustrating. What they want and what they prove they want during this, let them all in Biden administration is this unfettered, illegal immigration. Any attempt to get a handle on it is met with these toxic calls to arms. Voters showed in November of 2024 that this is not what they want. They'll need to make it very, very clear again in the midterms and in 2028 if this country is going to survive in its present form. Genuinely. It can't be either way. Right killing the left killing the right. No. There's no justification for any of it. Whatever happens has got to be investigated. It's got to be to the point where we have some kind of a relevant decision that indicates exactly what happened, is what happened, and then we take it from there. But you just can't say because it happened, possibly, with the Preddy's case, that, as in, Nadler's words, it's okay to, take a shot at an ICE agent. No, it's not. No, it's not. You can't do that. Our laws are not tit for tat in this country. That's not who we are. And we never have been. And I pray we never will be. I'm hoping, to backtrack a little bit, that if you did not have a chance to hear Katie Grimes from the California Globe earlier today, and I'm hoping that all of that will make it to the podcast. That was a great outing about Gavin Newsom and his claims of a poor childhood, which really conflicted with reality. A giant confliction with reality. You know? He didn't have anything to eat. He was so poor, blah, 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 blah. Then he opened up a winery. Oh, sure. What are the chances of that, huh? Yeah. And the Vogue magazine interview. I thought Katie handled that really pretty well. And she called Vogue right into its place where it needs to be. I mean, they're just a nothing burger of a magazine now. They're nobody. Nobody. So, KMJNow.com, click the podcast. And it just good stuff today. And a lot of good questions from you for Tom McClintock, especially in tariffs. I brought that whole tariff thing up because I knew Tom does not support it. But he had a good answer for why it's working, and that's because of all the economic packages that the president has put together around the tariffs that have made it much more easier to stomach. Good stuff. Good stuff today on KMJ. Remember, KMJNow.com. Click that podcast. Listen up. All right, we'll talk with Philip next and see where he's going.
John, we've been a team on the radio for 10 years.
But there's a third member, and that's you.
Thanks for listening, calling, arguing, laughing.
But sticking with us for a decade.
Pressure, congestion, asthma attacks, etc. Well, guess what? We're not. The Premium Allergy and Respiratory Center wants to remind you that indoor heating and cooler weather outside can trigger all of the stuff I just said. Open up a window. Not going to kill you. Then check with the Premium Allergy and Respiratory Center, the go-to place, I'm telling you, for identifying indoor allergens and providing solid treatment plans and all of these up-to-date options quote, we feel tremendous gratitude that they're taking the time to come out to the community and we can have a voice. The